Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Hamburgers, hot dogs, potato salad, and chips. They're some of our summer favorites when it comes to eating, but your summer favorites may be harming your health more than you think. And here to explain why the foods you eat every day may not be as healthy as we might think is food journalist Kelly Choi, a regular contributor to the Eat This, Not That website. Kelly, welcome to the Restaurant Show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, what are some of the things that we eat and drink that may not be as healthy as we think they are?
Yeah, you know, it's not that easy to eat healthy sometimes because there are lots of information and articles that we read all the time that seem to say one thing and then the next day they say another. But Eat This Not That paired with Atkins to come up with a bunch of easy swaps and tips to help navigate this. For example, if we think of a typical breakfast food, say a whole wheat bagel, when we grab that bagel and we think that we're going to get some nutrients in there, that whole wheat bagel has what we are calling a hidden sugar effect. It's the same or comparable to consuming 7.5 teaspoons of sugar. That hidden sugar effect is raising our blood glucose levels to a degree that we really don't want to have at any given time. Same thing kind of goes for fresh fruit juices or a sports drink. Let's say we've had a really strenuous workout and we want to have something quick and delicious and healthy. That, again, has that hidden sugar effect of consuming more than 4 teaspoons of sugar. It's definitely something that we really don't want at any given time.
Wow, that's scary, the hidden sugar effect. So,
yes.
Amid all the confusing information that's out there right now, how can you know what to eat and what to avoid, especially while we're at a summer party or a barbecue?
Yeah, it's confusing and tempting when we're going to these cookouts and we're gathering with friends and going on picnics. Eat This Not That teamed, as I said, with Atkins to come up with these easy daily swaps. They're not hard to implement, but they will have a great impact on our overall health. When we go to, say, a barbecue and we have hamburgers that are topped with caramelized onions and lots of ketchup, or a hot dog that has that nice squishy bun as well, it's got relish on it, potato chips, potato salad that's loaded with lots of heavy sauces and potentially a lot of sugar. We're going to wrap our meats, our hamburger and our hot dogs with, say, a lettuce wrap. We're going to have a bib lettuce on our hamburger instead, and we can have delicious condiments. We can have cheese, we can have sauteed mushrooms, we can have jalapenos for a little bit of kick and a lot of flavor. This is also a great time to really load up on carbs that have lots of fiber. So the broccoli, the sauteed eggplant, the cucumber and the celery, that's really going to add some crunch and texture to our meal too. And you really don't have to skimp on dessert. Rather than going for the pound cake that's going to feel like a pound in your stomach, go for fresh berries. They're in season. Have it with really fresh whipped cream without the sugar, of course. And if there's one thing that we see a lot more of in the summertime, it's barbecue sauce. I love barbecue sauce too, but if you're going to buy it for your house, just be aware of what you're getting. Read the labels, check out the sugar content, see what's in there, and know that you want to kind of go light when it comes to those sauces that are probably laced with a lot of sugar.
And it seems to me like everything is made with some degree of sugar nowadays, because you get a pack of bacon at the grocery store and even though it's 0 carbs, it's cured with sugar.
Yeah, I mean, part of the sugar in that, for example, with the bacon is that it helps soften the meat, but you're doing the right thing. You're reading the labels. If you want to have a certain food that you just cannot live without, make a cut somewhere else. For example, when you're drinking, right? You don't want to drink your calories. You don't want to drink sugar. So don't have a soda. Don't have that sweetened tea. Maybe opt for the unsweetened tea, or have water that's been infused with berries. This one has lemon and blueberries, but strawberries is really delicious too. And when you go to hiddensugar.com, you'll see a lot of snacking tips as well. Sometimes later in the day when we're feeling like we want to grab, say, some pretzels, that hidden sugar effect is comparable to having more than 6 teaspoons of sugar. Instead, have an Atkins bar or have some hard-boiled eggs or some nuts. These are really easy to implement in your daily eating habits.
Yeah, for sure. And you've mentioned some really great tips thus far and what we should be looking for in terms of reading the labels and everything. What are some other things that we really should be looking for when we're trying to eat healthier, when we're perusing the grocery store aisles?
Yeah, think about a balance. Think about balancing how much protein you have with healthy fats, how much of the fiber that you have in those carbs and those the vegetables that you're going to load your plate up with. If you think about the balance when you're choosing snacks or having your meal, it'll really help you in terms of making more healthful choices. And again, if you want any place to kind of brush up on these tips or other food deliciousness and inspiration, go to hiddensugar.com, and that will be a great starting point.
hiddensugar.com. Sounds like a fascinating website. Well, Kelly Choi, thank you so much for joining us and for the great tips here today on the Restaurant Show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Kelly Choi joined us via satellite, and we'll be back with more Restaurant Show coming up right after the break.